Welcome into Steelers Talk, Yinzers. My name is Jack Sperry. Well, that was a pretty fun day one of the 2023 NFL Draft. The Pittsburgh Steelers took offensive tackle Broderick Jones out of the University of Georgia, trading up to number 14 with the New England Patriots. Can't wait to break down what happened during day one and then look ahead to day two to see what the Steelers could be doing at the top of round two. But first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel because we're going to be having a bunch of free content here on Steelers Talk throughout the NFL Draft Week. I'm going to be breaking down every single pick that the Pittsburgh Steelers make over the course of the weekend, including, of course, Broderick Jones today. But we're going to be having every other pick here coming up. Pick 32 is coming up tomorrow. Pick 48 or 49 is coming out tomorrow, and then also pick 80. So if you want that coverage, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you always know when we put out new videos. So let's get into this, man. We got Broderick Jones here, offensive tackle out of the University of Georgia, 6'5", 311 pounds, former five-star athlete coming out of high school, long arms, one of the most strongly built lower bodies you will ever see from an offensive tackle. This guy's going to be an incredible power blocker for the Pittsburgh Steelers moving forward. He's a little raw in pass protection, but he didn't allow a sack last year. I really like his game. And in order to move up to go and get Broderick Jones, Omar Khan pulled the trigger and moved up a couple of spots. Went from 17 to 14, gave up their fourth-round pick this year, and then, of course, swapped the first-rounders with the New England Patriots here in order to go get your left tackle of the future. And I think that the timing was about right for Omar Khan to make this move because Darnell Wright was already off the board, Paris Johnson Jr. was already off the board, Peter Skoronski was already off the board. There was only one more top four offensive tackle draft target for them on their board, it looks like, and they went up and got him. I absolutely love it. Broderick Jones, man, this guy is an athletic freak. His relative athletic score at the NFL Combine this year, 9.57, which is an excellent score. This guy's a great athlete. He's got an incredibly strong lower body, and I think that he's an absolutely fantastic player here that's going to be really good for the Pittsburgh Steelers moving forward. Now, let's take a look a little bit here at the scouting report from our NFL draft analyst here, Tom Downey. He says, really nice athlete, and he tested like it at the Combine, like we just showed you there, a 9.57 relative athletic score. He's got a great blend of power and speed with a tough punch when it lands. He does have some issues landing that punch at times, but I think that that's something that he can improve on at the next level. And like I say, guys, he's still a little bit raw with a little bit of sloppy technique, especially in his pass sets here. But I think that once he gets into the NFL with the NFL offensive line coach, I think that he has the physical potential to be a cornerstone left tackle to protect Kenny Pickett's blind side for years to come. You take a look at the offensive line depth chart, updated now. I truly believe that Broderick Jones will be lining up as the starting left tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers week one of the 2023 NFL season. You still got Chukwuma Okorafor over there on the right side. You got LaRaven Clark and Dan Moore Jr. as a very solid pair of backup tackles in case one of those guys goes down. Of course, you got Mason Cole, Isaac Seumalo, and James Daniels probably filling out the rest of your offensive line. And based on where it was last year, I am really liking where this offensive line sits right now if you are the Pittsburgh Steelers. Could still add to it actually in the middle rounds here with another interior offensive lineman. That wouldn't shock me, but getting your guy here in Broderick Jones, a great power blocker to kind of anchor this offensive line in the future is really a great move in my opinion by GM Omar Khan. So let me know what your grade is for this pick. Broderick Jones at number 14. Give me an A, a B, a C, or D, or an F in the comment section. Can't wait to see what you guys have as a grade for this pick. For me personally, guys, my grade for this one, I'm going to give it an A. I really think that this is a great pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I lean toward A and A minus because Broderick is going to have to kind of grow a little bit. He's still not a finished product coming out of college. He still needs to make a little bit of growth in terms of his technique and all these sorts of things. But I think that he has the physical potential, and I think he's got the right mentality where I think he's eventually going to get there. So at the end of the day, the Steelers needed a tackle. They ended up getting one that I really, really like, so I'm going to give them an A here for day one. So now we can look ahead now to day two, and they've taken care of the offensive tackle situation here in round one. Like we predicted here on the show, we've been predicting it for weeks. Andy Weidel, Omar Khan, they're kind of molding this front office and kind of the Howie Roseman Eagles philosophy, where you take a trench player in the first round, but then you can go get some skill players there later in the draft. I think cornerback is going to be a top priority for the Steelers moving forward. Of course, linebacker, you need to get a coverage linebacker, in my opinion, to come in on those nickel packages, obvious passing situations. And then you need a starting nose tackle. Montravius Adams and Braden Fajoku, not really starting caliber players, in my opinion. You can definitely go get a really nice nose tackle later on in the middle rounds of this year's NFL draft. So we can take a look at the best players available here at some of these positions. We talk about cornerback here, Joey Porter Jr. Oh my gosh, man, it is absolute destiny. Joey Porter Jr. was absolutely just born to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. His dad was a Steelers legend. He makes it to round two after the Steelers have already gotten their future left tackle. I absolutely think he's probably going to be the pick at the start of round two tomorrow. But if you don't get Joey Porter Jr., there's still some pretty darn good prospects. Clark Phillips III, really good smaller corner out of Utah. Cam Smith and DJ Turner, two very good players that fell to round two. Then if you want to go get a linebacker here, maybe you want to address linebacker at pick 49 after you take a corner like a Joey Porter Jr. Drew Sanders is a very, very Mike Tomlin-esque type of linebacker. Very big, has the size to be a three-down linebacker in the National Football League. Is better in pass coverage than you think. He's for someone that's relatively new to the position, I think he's very impressive in pass coverage, an incredible blitzer, still a little bit raw against the run, but I think he might be a top target for the Steelers. Of course, you got Trenton Simpson, Dian Henley, someone that I'm really keen on. I would love for Dian Henley to be the pick there at 49 as well. And then Dorian Williams, really like his game coming out of Tulane. Really good pass coverage linebacker, a little bit smaller, but the Steelers landed him. He would be a great fit for the black and gold. Then you could also get an edge rusher. Some people think because the Steelers haven't added that third rotational edge to go behind TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith to come in on those third down nickel kind of rotational role, they might take one here in round two or round three tomorrow. I do expect them to take an edge by the end of tomorrow night. B.J. Ojulari is a pass rushing technician. I don't expect him to be on the board for very long tomorrow night. Then you got Keon White, Isaiah Foskey, and Tuli Tuipulotu, some really versatile players there that I think that Steelers might be looking at as well. Now, if I had the pick, if I had Omar Khan on the phone and he said, Jack, make the pick for me, pick number 32, I'm taking Joey Porter Jr. I mean, it's just obvious at this point, guys. Joey Porter Jr. making it to number 32 here, somebody that I consider to be a top 4 corner in this year's NFL draft class, somebody whose dad was a Steelers legend. I just think that him making it here, and now the Steelers fans have a whole day to mull over this pick. I think if Joey Porter's not the pick at number 32 tomorrow, the city of Pittsburgh is going to riot. Like, this is just something that just needs to happen, in my opinion. Joey Porter Jr. with those long arms is perfect for Mike Tomlin's press system in the defense there. I think that Joey Porter Jr. is a great fit, just as good of a fit, in fact, as Broderick Jones on the offensive line. I think that if you start your draft here, if you're Omar Khan, with Broderick Jones and then Joey Porter Jr., you are getting off on the right foot. So let me know right now in the comment section, who do you want to draft next if you are the Pittsburgh Steelers? If you have the keys to the franchise here, what are you going to do with pick 32? Are you trading down? Are you trying to get somebody else? Are you going Joey Porter Jr. like I would? Let me know what you guys would do in the comment section. Who do you want the Steelers to draft at number 32 overall tomorrow night? That's going to do it for today's show, guys. It's been a real fun day here at Chat Sports, breaking down Steelers with you guys all day long. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you know whenever we put out a new video here during the NFL Draft. We got a bunch of great stuff coming your way. I can't wait to share with you guys. See you guys tomorrow.